Hey, this is Lori, and in this video I'm going to be talking about 10 of the most common work-from-home scams that are still active. They still somehow trick people into buying the material and stuff like that. Now, there's a difference between work-from-home opportunities and home business opportunities. Okay, work-from-home opportunities, you're actually working for another company. Okay, but you should not have to pay them. Okay, you should not have to pay them any fees or anything like that. Now, some companies have resorted to making the applicants pay for their own background checks, and I disagree with that completely. You shouldn't have to pay for your own background check. The only thing I could think of, maybe why companies would start doing that is so they can weed out the people who aren't serious about working from home. They're, thinking maybe, if we make them pay for their own background check, maybe they're more serious. I'm not really sure. Home business opportunities do quite often require some sort of a startup cost. Okay, but a work-from-home job, a legitimate work-from-home job, you should not have to pay for your own background check. You should not have to pay anything. Okay, now they might require you to have like a headset or something like that, which is a very small cost. But anything, you shouldn't have to pay for any of your training or anything like that. Okay, so I just wanted to clarify that. All right, so envelope stuffing. All right, so basically this is one of those so-called work-from-home jobs where you're required to pay for your training. And basically the training is just complete nonsense. I mean, envelope stuffing, really? I mean, you're going to put stuff in an envelope and mail it? Okay? But basically what they're going to tell you, once you pay for the trainings, there's no work, but you can still make money by promoting envelope stuffing as a work-from-home job. Okay? So stay away from envelope stuffing. All right? Email processing system, or EPS. This is another one where you pay $25 for the training, and they show you how to email other people like you were emailed, and get them to buy pay the $25 for the training, and send out emails and try to get other people to buy the training. Okay, so that's a bunch of nonsense. Assembly or craft work. Again, this is you have to pay for the equipment and any materials. Then you're provided instructions on how to assemble the products. And then once you assemble the products, you ship them to the company. And quite often they're going to tell you that your work doesn't meet their standards, and therefore you will not be paid. Okay, so stay away from assembly, craft work. It's nonsense. Rebate processing, again, you have to pay for the training, certification, and registration. They go on to stress the fees are nothing compared to the amount of income you will make, but in reality, you receive useless information and training and find out there are no rebates to process. Medical billing. Now, medical billing can be legitimate if you go through the right channels. Okay? But for the purposes of this video and for this article, the kind of medical billing I'm talking about are scams. Okay, so you'll be required to, again, pay for your training and any associated equipment, materials, and software and things like that. And then you'll be given a list of doctors that they want you to promote your service to. Okay, but those doctors aren't going to want your service. All right, so again, you're paying for the training, and you're just doling out money for something that's going to be useless. So if you're going to get into medical billing, make sure you get the proper training and you go through the right channels where you can get legitimate work. All right, mystery shopping. Okay, again, this is one that I see all the time. Basically, the scammer sends a reimbursement check with instructions to deposit the check and wire the money or some of the money back to them minus what you would get. but the check will bounce, okay, and you'll be responsible for those funds, through your bank. Okay, so you'll be responsible for any bounce checks. Okay, and again, not all mystery shopping jobs are scams. Okay, but a lot of them are. Okay, so be careful with the companies. Try, make sure that you go through legitimate companies and people, hopefully if you can talk to people who have actually been paid, that's ideal. Otherwise, be really careful and just stay away from mystery shopping unless you know without a doubt it's a legitimate opportunity. Okay, so network multi-level marketing versus pyramid schemes. Okay, so basically pyramid schemes involve recruiting people only. There is a product, but it is never actually sold. Okay, what people are trying to do is recruit you into the business. Okay. Now, multi-level marketing, there's a lot of legitimate multi-level marketing companies out there, but they could be very costly, okay, because you usually have to buy products and recruit people. Okay, so if you're a real people person and you know tons of people, then you don't want to get involved with multi-level marketing. That's not something that I have any interest in doing at all. Okay? So you want to be careful with multi-level marketing and network marketing. Now, I was involved with a network marketing group called My Lead System Pro, and I joined it on the recommendation of someone that I knew. And I stayed with it for about 3 months, and then I started really taking a closer look at what they were doing and taking a look at, or talking to more members who had actually paid, several $100s for additional training and how disappointed they were. So Empower Network, I'm not even sure Empower Network is even around, but My Lead System Pro are two costly endeavors that you want to really avoid. I wouldn't recommend either one of them. All right, so opportunities that claim they've been talked about on or as seen on TV opportunities. Okay, if this one is it just irritates me to no end when I look at a page and you see all of these as seen on CNN, Fox, NBC, CBS. That's just nonsense. Okay, so what these people are doing is they're taking video footage or an article about a legitimate opportunity and they're basically stealing it and using it for their own purposes. Okay, and making it look to appear. But if you notice in the videos never clarify what the business really is. Okay, so when I see it as seen on TV, I pretty much, the red flags start flying. I don't get involved with it. There's even some websites that claim to be highlighted on or be talked about on Shark or be recommended by the Shark Tank people or the people on Shark Tank, which is a hit show. And that's just not true. Okay, they wouldn't be involved in any of these low-level work from home or work online jobs. All right, so be careful. All right, surveys. Now, not all surveys are scams, but some are. Okay, and I don't recommend that you get involved with any survey clubs and pay a fee. So I would stay away from those. But I did write an article about some legitimate survey sites that I recommend and I know are legitimate. So just be careful with surveys. If they promise that you'll make thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars a week, don't believe it. Okay, making money from surveys should be considered extra income, but unless you're involved in several different survey websites over a period of time, then you're not going to make a lot of money. But it can be considered extra income. Okay, so the last one I want to talk about is the package forwarding or reshipping. This scam involves receiving packages and reshipping them to an international address on behalf of a client. Okay, any checks you receive to cover the associated cost of the items will bounce, and you will be responsible. Okay, so any money orders you receive will be fake. Now, the items that are being sent to you are purchased with stolen credit cards. Okay, so when the police start investigating where those items are being shipped, guess where they're going to show up? They're going to show up at your house because your address is being provided by the scammers. Okay? So stay away from package forwarding or reshipping scams. There are some legitimate ones out there, but you just want to be really careful. Okay? Some other things to think about are, anything that promises you overnight riches is something that should be suspect. Okay? Don't believe that, especially if you're new, then you're not going to make money overnight. Okay? So be very wary of someone who claims that you can make thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars, for little to no work. That's just not realistic. Okay? Be careful of websites like Craigslist and Backpage. They are full of scams. Okay? And also, I wrote an article about Facebook work from home and home business groups. They're full of scams as well. And here is an article that I wrote about how to avoid work from home scams. I hope you'll check that out. Let's see. Alright, so final thoughts. Okay, just be really careful. Do your research and then do some more. Follow your gut feeling. On my YouTube channel, I highlight a lot of scams, and there are several comments where people thought, I had a feeling it was a scam, but I signed up for it anyways. If your gut feeling is telling you something is wrong, follow your gut feeling. Okay? So there's a lot of ways to make money online available to you. You just need to determine what you are comfortable with, what skills you currently have. I have more articles down here that will point you in the right direction. I hope you'll take a look at them. And if you've been involved in any of these scams, please share your experiences, okay? And because when people can actually hear from people who are scammed, that kind of hits home more, okay? So I appreciate you watching. The link to this article is down in the description of this video. I hope you'll check it out. And there's several ways to connect with me on social media. I hope you'll check out my Facebook pages and things like that. So thanks for watching, and good luck to you. Please like, subscribe, and share.